Hi guys, Bob here, and this week I am doing a kind of like life update, vloggy type thing, or and just to give you a update on kind of some of the stuff I've been up to. So I've wrote down some notes here just to cover a few things. What I'm going to do is this is also going to be a high score challenge. I will put the Shinobi high score at a particular point. I'll put in the description what the minutes are. So you can jump straight to the high score challenge, but if that's what you're here to see, otherwise you're going to have to listen to me blab for 5 minutes. So we've been up what we've been up to this week. Working from home still, pretty much full time. I've got to get into the office next week, and that'll be the caseloads obviously are increasing. The cases of COVID are increasing, so working from home seems to be the way that things will go for the foreseeable future at the moment, with visits to the office as and when required. So that's all good. Got more done when I'm working at home. This week's been a bit tough on the motivation side of things, but you kind of go through waves. We work it no matter whether I was in the office or at home. The motivation wanes sometimes when you've hit your head in a particular subject for quite some time. So yeah. I've got some pickups. Hopefully I'm going to do a pickup video at some point. That got a new system last weekend, just kind of on the spur of the moment kind of thing. So what I've been up to this week, movie wise, I've wrote down a couple of movies I've been watching this week. One that we watched last night was called Enola Holmes, and it's Millie Bobby Brown, and Helena Bonham Carter, and I'm pretty sure the main Sherlock Holmes guy is a guy from the Witcher series. I don't know his name. I don't know his name off the top of my head. I didn't write it down either. I'm going to sneeze. But good if you could pause this. So I'm still struggling with some allergies and some stuff. I have got less and less hair. I was shaving my head. I've got my hat on so you don't get blinded by the light shining off my head. I did shave. It looks like I've not shaved on this screen, which is odd. But yeah, we were watching this Enola, I can't even speak, Enola Holmes last night. Very Harry Potter vibe to it. If you've got teenage kids, especially people that are into Harry Potter, they might enjoy it. It's very much kind of family-ish movie. It's quite brutal in bits in terms of the fight scenes that go on. So not for like really young kids, but my older kids enjoyed it. We enjoyed it overall as a kind of family type movie. Probably not one I would have chose to watch myself, like on my own. It was much more of a kind of Harry Potter type family movie. So it was good. Definitely worth a watch. Definitely if you're looking for something to give a go. Another thing that I haven't actually wrote down here that I started watching this week was a thing called 2 Weeks to Live. It's on Sky. It's the girl from Game of Thrones, Aya. I don't know her name in real life. I probably do, but it's not in my brain at the moment. But it's really, really good. Really loving that. It's like really kind of short episodes, and it's got a very Snatch feel to it. So if you like Snatch, you might like this 2 Weeks to Live, which is on Sky. It's really quite brutal, very gory, very Snatch. That's the best way to describe it. So it's gangster girl gets a prank pulled on her, and yeah, it's worth even going and watching a trailer for it because it's really good. Other thing I've been watching, I've wrote that one down, was Dawn of the Dead. When I'm working here, I sometimes put a movie on. I've kind of got like a makeshift desk behind me. We're still doing kind of updates to this wee room. I don't want to do anything real permanent, anything real kind of like nice desk, etc. Because once I get more room, once a kid maybe moves it or whatever in a few years' time, I will probably move stuff and we'll change the whole house around again. But yeah, trying to think what I was talking about there. Dawn of the Dead, yeah. So when I'm sitting at my desk behind me, I sometimes put a movie on in the background, especially if I'm doing like a task that doesn't require a great deal of thinking behind it, if I'm looking through photographs or something. And I was watching Dawn of the Dead this week from George A. Romeo, is it 1979 version? It's definitely the 70s version. And I just love that movie. It's been a movie I've watched since I was in my 20s, and I had a fascination back then with kind of zombie movies, including Night of the Living Dead, and then Dawn of the Dead, and then there was Day of the Dead, I think, as well. There's one with a military base, and I went through this phase of really loving it. And it's the first time I've watched the movie in a while because I downloaded the audiobook, which is pretty good. It's quite an accurate adaptation of the movie, but the movie loses a wee bit because of the bad kind of makeup. The scariness of the zombies kind of gets removed a bit when you're watching a movie with the special effects on that great, and their movements are really bad. So yeah, Dawn of the Dead. It's just such a great movie though. I love the concept of being taken away to, or in the isolation. I've talked about that in the past. I've got a big thing about being isolated, about being in solitude. Moving with my family would be great, but if there's just something about that Dawn of the Dead, they go to the shopping mall, they kind of barricade themselves in, they survive. There's some kind of romantic sounding to me about that. I don't know why. It's just one of those fascinations I have. The same way Walking Dead, when they go to the house and they lock themselves in, trying to just survive. I'm reading the Bird Box at the moment, which the book's quite different from the movie. I like the movie as well. Did some artwork on that. But yeah, I've been watching Dawn of the Dead. I was just wondering about the orange blood, and I did some googling on looking at what happened after they finished, what happened when they moved on. I'm not going to give away too many spoilers in case you've not seen it. But what happens when the end of the movie finishes? Well, how does the story continue? Because that's the end of those particular characters' storyline. So yeah, that's been a great movie this week. Another video I watched this week, and this is more a YouTube kind of response, was Kev Down the Rabbit Hole did a video on the earliest childhood memory that he had, and he was talking about going to this kind of museum, and I'll let you go across to his channel and have a look to see that yourself. Okay, so my earliest childhood memory is of Haunted Hedges, which I've spoke about in the past. This is the game here. You had 3 men, and I was saying that Alan talks about having 3 men. I don't remember having 3 men. It was always 3 lives that I had. Didn't remember ever referring to them as men, but in this game they are actually called men. This video is by ZX Spectrum Games 4, so go check out their channel. I'm going to pause it, and it was just to kind of illustrate it rather than me having to go and try and record some footage of Haunted Hedges, because I would need to get my emulator set up properly. So yeah, the other earliest childhood memory I have is of this guy. This is the, try and bring that up properly. This is a ZX81, if you maybe remember it, if you're of a particular age. And this was, I don't know whether my dad had this, I'm pretty sure this is my original one from when we were kids. I learned to program on this, which kind of set me up for my career originally when I was doing electronics and firmware programming, and then I moved more towards electrical and power. I'm going to set this somewhere. So yeah, big glowy face there from my drawing screen. The ZX81, my earliest memories really were of a game where a submarine goes along and you shoot a little, you either try to kill the submarine or you're the submarine. I'm pretty sure you must be trying to kill the submarine by dropping depth charges on it. That's quite a hard word to say, depth charges. So I think I maybe used to think they were called death charges. Kind of, that was the purpose of them, was to kill the submarine. So anyway, that's a bit morbid. So my other earliest childhood memory really was there used to be a game with 3 trains, and the 3 trains went along, and you were to choose number 1, number 2, and number 3, and it was like a wee race, and if you got it right you won points, and if you didn't you didn't. I don't really remember. I don't know whether I could even just plug it into here and put in ZX81 train game. There, it's there. So again, I'm stealing somebody else's footage here. This footage is from Pets, a gym. Let's fast forward to this was 1K games menu. So you have to choose 1, 2 or 3. I mean, how bad does that game look? But these are my early childhood memories of games. I don't actually know what happens. They're that slow. I'm going to have to fast forward. Oh my goodness, this goes on for some time. Well, looks like number 2 may win. So if your money was in number 2, you're the winner. Number 2 wins. Anyway, I'm going to stop talking now. That's been enough waffling from me. I'll try to do more normal videos. It's just time with the artwork. I'm starting to kind of get close to being a bit uncomfortable with how much artwork I've still got left to do because I've been a bit slack on it. I really need to concentrate on that, which means getting time to do these types of videos, which takes up some of that precious time. It needs to kind of be a balance. That plus the arcade games. The arcade games are taking up more time than perhaps I should be spending on them. And on that note, I'm going to... That's my Stranger Things poster. Stranger Things have happened. Don't fall. Anyway, hi. I'm going to move on to my Shinobi gameplay. It wasn't a high score this time because my high score is 122060. I don't know why my Mamemeister didn't record that score. I'm glad I got a screenshot of it. But you can see that I get close, so the 122 is not unbelievable, in case you've got any doubts. So anyway guys, cheers to now, and for the moment, wee Bob is out, and as per always, I got this new t-shirt, my Jurassic Park kind of camo t-shirt, and pretty pleased with that from Primark. Probably not the best place to buy stuff, but they do good t-shirts for cheap prices. Anyway, cheers guys, and for the moment, wee Bob is out. Bye! Hi guys, this is a Mamemeister Highscore challenge. This is attempt 9 at getting by the first level while recording. So, this recording malarkey clearly is not good for my high score attempts. Let's try again. Down, kick, kick your shin. Look like your eyeball's about to fall out. On, kick your face, slice your head. Jump down, hit myself. Right, we've done it this time. By the looks of it. Don't count your chickens before they hatch, as they say. Duck, slice your head. Along this wee guy fireballs and down and out we go. £20,000 pound. Wish it was £20,000. Right, now I can just fire shurikens because I'm not even going to attempt to get by these with kicking and punching. So let's see how we go. This is this week's challenge, which is different from Aliens. Aliens was a bit more predictable. I mean, this is predictable, but I'm struggling, my brain's struggling to keep the predictions or the patterns in my head. I don't know why. Try and kill these guys. Jump here. Fireball comes out. If I wiggle back and forward, that seems to help the fireball go a different direction. That's the same for the boss. Now if I can get to the boss and I can get his head, which I'm doubtful because I'm recording, we'll see. Get half a chance of killing him, yes. Now that was quite a clean run for me. Normally I'm running back and forward quite a bit. And then I use my magic sometimes. Right, sometimes I'm okay with this, sometimes I'm not. Oh no, that you guys got me. Blue guy coming. So, we've got 3 lives to see if we can get close to my 122, even though it says 121 at the top. I'm glad I screenshotted my high score because my main cab seems to have lost it for some reason. Here's hoping that we can do a good run here. See how we go. There is a wee guy along here that I quite often fail, that wee guy, but he's dead this time. Duck and shoot, and it helps you kill some of these guys in front. Giving away all my secrets here. There is a wee cheaty bit here that you can actually just stand here And I was talking about this, you could wait here and kill these guys for the rest of your time. But I didn't do that on my high score, I'm not going to do it now. I have tried and then failed afterwards, so I give up because it's born as. And it's not within the spirit of the game. Punch in the face. Green ninja, trying to be a green ninja. I mean, ninjas were meant to be like dark and silent and shadowy, no a luminous green. Sometimes every guy fires that thing at you, and then, I mean that's good, I mean that's shadowy, appearing from nowhere. Duck, spinny blade, spinny blade. Oh dear, I nearly lost that there. Concentrate. Duck here because that guy shoots a bullet. Up, up. Shoot this wee guy. Duck. Hope for the best. Just keep firing. Maybe somebody will appear. Jump up here, a wee green ninja appears. Kill him. Go back the way. Oh no! Bad timing. That's what I mean by it's variable, because literally one little mistimed thing, you've literally got to be timing almost the same every run, otherwise things change ever so slightly. It might just be the position of a guy, but that's where I keep failing. And this wee guy's a pain in the bum sometimes. I don't know why. That's close. I don't know why he makes a stupid noise when he falls. I mean, it's probably one of the worst sound effects in this game. This bit's going to be a bit more difficult because I'll no longer get my. Where did he go? Man, that was weird. Let's hope for the best here. No idea how I'm going to do this. And this bit as well. There we go, we're okay. Let's get out of here. Righty-ho, we're on to the kind of seafaring level. Sometimes I'm good at this, sometimes I'm bad at it. Oh no, Robert, why? I knew it was coming, I knew it was there. I don't know. Oh well. If only I recorded all my runs, maybe helpful. I'm using my magic here because I get half a chance of getting an extra life, so that will help with potentially progressing. Oh no, don't do that. And on to the boss level. So I've not got very much further than this. The next level is the one that really gets me. I'm just going to use my magic. Hope that I'm going to kill the helicopter. And we get to the mission that I cannot get really beyond. Got beyond it a couple of times, hence the score was 1-2-2 one of these times. And then here we go, bonus stage. Try a different tact here, see if it makes any difference. No, I missed the wee guy coming in for the right. There must be a pattern that you can follow. So this is where I normally fail miserably. Let's see how we fail this time. I think I've missed a person over. Don't know. No, I've got 2 to get. This is where I normally fail quite miserably. So we're just going to try this. So there's a wee sneaky guy comes behind you, and then sometimes a green ninja appears as well. Come on. Green ninja. That green ninja man. Right. Wait for this wee guy to reload. That green ninja's coming along to. And then seems to be that more of them appear. I mean, what's that all about? Is another one going to appear? And then I've mistimed it and another ninja appeared, so. Oh dear, this level really frustrates the cat, doesn't it? You've either got to be really quick or enemies respawn. Just gonna use this again. Jump over that. And then and I was nearly at the end there, nearly get my bonus at the end of the level, and I'm not going to do this again because it's doing my absolute head in. Anyway guys, cheers for watching, wee Bob's out. I'm just recording the end bit of me shoving in my score, because I always forget. So progression, and as I said, I do have a higher score than that, and I don't know why the card didn't record. I don't know whether I turned it off at that point or something, or maybe I didn't play another game, I don't know, it was weird.